Alright guys, today's goal, the learner will understand real numbers and their properties. So we're going to be going over representing real numbers, order and interval notation, basic properties of algebra, integer exponents, scientific notation, and why these topics are fundamental in the study of mathematics and science. A real number is any number that can be written as a decimal. Subsets of the real numbers include the natural or counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, so on and so on, the whole number, 0, 1, 2, so on, and then integers, -3, -2, -1, keeps going in both directions. Rational numbers can be represented as a ratio of a divided by b, where a and b are integers and b cannot equal 0. The decimal form of a rational number either terminates or is indefinitely repeating. Okay? Negative square root 3, pi, 0, these are all irrational. We'll talk about those in a minute. Let a and b be two real numbers. So a is greater than b means a minus b is positive. If a is less than b, it means a minus b is negative. Or a is greater than b, a is less than b. These should all be a review here, but make sure you read over them and know what they mean. Same thing here. This is mostly review, but this is interval notation and inequality notation. A and b are real numbers. Okay, now, see how it has a comma infinity? This box symbol means it equals it. The parentheses symbol means does not equal. That's why over here this means x is greater than or equal to a. A comma infinity means x is greater than a. Here negative infinity comma b means, but with the box there, it means x is less than or equal to b. Those are things we need to remember. Okay? It says each of these intervals has exactly one endpoint, namely a or b. So even if it doesn't equal it, it is still considered the end point. Okay? Let's keep going. It says simplify. So what do you do when you're dividing? Subtract. 2 minus -1. And v, -3 minus 2, so you would get u to the third, v to the -5th, but we got to make that positive, so it would be u to the third, and that means move it down. So there's one way. Another way you could look at this one is make everything positive first, so you'd get u squared, that stays there, the v squared stays down here. Now the u moves up, and the v moves down. What do you do with the exponents when you're multiplying? You add. So you'd get u to the third over v to the 5th. Whichever one. Both work. Okay? Now this one says convert to scientific notation. So that means 1.23 times 10 to the 5th means move to the right 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill in with zeros. Now don't forget to write this correctly, so it would be 123,000 with the comma. Okay, let's look at another one. Now this one says convert to scientific notation. So you have to get the base of scientific notation is this. So what does that mean? That means x is greater than or equal to 1 and less than 10. So you have to move that decimal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you would have 3.45 times 10 to the -5th. Let's double check our count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We moved it 5 times. And it's negative because the number started smaller than 1. Alright, hopefully this is a review. We'll see you guys in class tomorrow.